my lighting better now, or was
Your
it
lighting
better
is
before?
fantastic, and
Okay.
we are live.
Hell yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ultimate No Prep Challenge for January 30th. This is a weekly show where we try to randomly roll a tone, setting, and GM and see, can we play 4D? I want to welcome all our guests. I'm Chris, aka Thanks Skeleton. I've been running weekly No Prep for the beginning of this year. I plan to do it 52 times. That's the goal. Yep, that's me. I'm a 4D role player. Let's go down the list. Up next, we've got Roger.
Hello, everyone. Once again, I'm Roger. I'm here once again. I am not a real 4D role player yet, but someday I will grow up to be one. Maybe, hopefully, someday. And
Absolutely.
if I'm lucky, I'll be a GM tonight. Who knows?
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, and I'm Klaus, so aka Cosmovar, and I'm really interested in the 4D style of roleplay, and I'm currently trying to promote this stuff in a Russian-speaking community. So that's why I'm here to learn, study, and yeah.
So, hi everyone. My name's Nicholas, but you can call me Silva. And this will be like my third game in 4D. So, I think that's about it.
All right. Cool. Awesome. Better with Bacon. What is 4D? 4D is the best role-playing style imaginable. Please check the Discord for more details. We are about to get started. Silva, can you go ahead and roll a D8 to determine our tone?
A D8. 7.
7. Survival. A survival-toned game. What does that mean?
Ooh.
Klaus, can you go ahead and roll a D20?
Yeah, just give me a second. It is 10. Oh, roll again.
Oh, did you roll a 20? Or
Yeah,
would you
roll
10.
a 10?
I rolled 10.
10? Alt history. Okay, this is we're getting wacky.
Okay. And I had a 1 after it, like a Stone Age.
Holy shit.
Interesting.
I mean, it does kind of match
Sure.
the things.
Okay. I think that makes sense. But let's see what the GM is going to say. Roger, can you roll a D6? And I'm going to be 1 and 2. And
Right.
you're going to be 3 and 4. Silva's going to be 5 and 6.
Okay. I rolled a 2. Chris.
You rolled a 2.
You're
Okay, it's going to be me.
lucky.
Awesome. Okay. Alt history Stone Age. So
Survival.
So yeah. So we could just do kind of like caveman and dinosaurs, stuff like that. Because that's not true history. But like we've got some other ideas popping up. What do you guys think?
I would
Klaus?
say, what if instead of the monkeys becoming humans, it was like the reptilians becoming more humanoid-like?
Okay.
So
Okay.
maybe we're the dinosaurs, but humanoid.
Yeah, this is the Silurian
That would be alt
hypothesis.
history.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right now, in a from where I am right now, it's a popular setting. They call it lizards against Rus, like against Slavs. Lizards against Slavs, like clash of humans and lizards. Like
okay.
Yeah.
Humans versus lizards.
Yeah. Parallel evolution, like parallel.
Okay.
Well, what type of Stone Age are we talking about? Like Flintstones or?
Yeah, it can be like Maya, like.
Yeah.
Is it the Stone Age?
Stone Age. So I'm thinking we probably don't want Metalworking. We probably don't want metalworking. We could be doing the dinosaur society getting destroyed by a meteor. So there's intelligent dinosaurs, but they're getting destroyed by the meteor. The issue is that it's kind of hard to understand what you would do in the game other than die. You would run away. I don't know.
What's the show called? The Family of Dinosaurs?
Oh,
There was a show. I think it was called Dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
And, with they're kind of Muppets. And,
Yeah.
yeah. That was a while ago, and it was pretty strange in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
If it is a survival,
yeah.
Can it be that we are actually, this climate change thing, and we're actually trying to survive the incoming, like blizzard stuff as a lizard caveman?
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to kind of like come up with an antagonist or like sort of like some threat that is kind of like dynamic enough to.
I would say just make the Ice Age movie.
The Ice Age movie? Well, I haven't seen that, so that's going to be hard.
Kind of like that.
Yeah. So in terms of antagonists, I mean those Neanderthals and cavemen, right? They're probably not going to be happy about us moving in and starting to, slaughter their mammoths and stuff. They're like, hey, the Slurnians are here. The Sleestacks. Oh no, drive them away.
Yeah, I like the idea of dinosaurs versus humans. Intelligent dino cave people versus
it's a classic
human people. Okay, so let's actually do that. And you guys want to be dinosaurs or humans? It sounds kind of like we like the dinosaur idea.
I was just showing it out there. I'm not sure how well it will go.
You're right.
You should be sure.
Yeah, one difficulty here is that we are trying to go for like survival. So your life is like under threat, and you need to role play that your life is under threat. So we don't want to get like too goofy. We want to kind of be like, we want to play the fact that we're fighting against the whatever. The hair beast, the hairmen.
Movie, I'd say we'd probably be the humans then.
Right, because it might be too hard to play the lizard people. So this could be like almost like Predator or something. The Predator movie.
I dig the idea of the meteor. Maybe like after the meteor hits, or something like that. Like the sky is black. There's barely any sunlight.
Okay. Yeah.
We're scattering to find food and stuff.
And lizards are searching for food, right? And,
yeah. Okay.
And we have a pile stock of stuff in our case.
It reminds me of that there's that animated series Primal by Gendry Tartovsky. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but if you like this premise, then go track that down and watch it, because that's pretty much what it's about. It's about a caveman guy who befriends a Tyrannosaurus, and they go off and have buddy adventures and stuff. And it's solid. It's from the same guy who did Samurai Jack. But anyway,
I've seen YouTube clips of that. I think it looks cool. So let me try to explain kind of like the synthesis of the premise, which is basically you three are members of a human tribe. The meteor hit, and now the intelligent dino cave people are attacking you. They're being like driven north, and they're going to steal your stuff and possibly eat you. Is that does everyone kind of understand that premise and the fact that we're doing survival? So it's the fact that you could die or like lose all your food and starve is important.
So we could start with they currently attacking our base. Like
I
they
would say you know about them somehow. You know that like lizard people are attacking.
Like
But
we know that their migration routes are changing and they like move towards us, right? Something
yeah,
like that.
so you know that they exist and you know that they're coming. I wouldn't say that maybe we're not in the middle of an attack, but we'll find out. We'll find out. But I think that's good enough. Any other things that we're gonna do? Do we want to
since
do
it's all
magic?
history, we can like say we already learned how to speak with each other, right? Instead of going
Oh.
Yuga Buga and stuff.
Yeah, I think we have
Sure,
language.
yeah.
Yes, and what about can we understand their language?
Probably not, right?
But if they're
Let's-
intelligent, if they will
yeah,
work
let's.
together.
What I'll say is let's co-create that. So we'll
Okay.
figure that out in the session.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys can all talk to each other. Like I think canonically in the real world, cavemen were able to talk to each other, so makes sense. It's also very, very difficult to role play when you can't speak words to the other people. So okay,
That would be
cool.
a challenge.
Well, let me come up with some ideas, and you guys come up with your characters.
Okay.
I'm ready, I guess.
I should also be ready.
I'm almost ready.
I mean, I just saw in the chat, Conway said we could like randomly generate our characters if we want even more challenge.
Yeah. Sure.
What do you guys think?
I mean, that's up to you. I would say I think that that's kind of like a preference. I usually click random for stuff like that. Like, even if that's not what the premise is, I just like, okay, I'll go with whatever rolls out. Try to make that make sense as inspiration. So it's up to you guys.
I kind of feel like I'd like to kind of get into it and get started. So that's just my preference. I mean, I didn't really min max my guy out to
yeah,
be a killing
really
machine or anything.
not
so.
really the point of
Yeah.
the game.
But-
So I understand.
But not a bad idea. Certainly something to keep in mind.
Sure. We ready to go? Everyone ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. The three of you stand on the boundary stone ridge directly above White Stag Ravine. It is late in the day. The sun is hovering over mountains in the distance. A deep red light emanates from it, covering the entire land. Tiny flakes of white ash fall on your shoulders. Below you in the ravine is the Cloud-Shaped clan somewhere. They have food for trade.
I stand up, looking down the ravine. What are we trading with those guys again?
We have, of course, the most important trade item of all. We have fire. I can make fire. I will give them fire, but I will not teach them to make their own fire. And thus, we will have food for the coming times ahead.
Thank God we have you in our midst.
And we have knowledge. I say, wearing the garments made of lizard skin with the amulet of their teeth on my neck.
Okay, are you guys ready? I pull up my spear.
I'm always ready, and I'm holding my thick bone made from the leg of one of the lizards.
Yes, lead on. You know the way.
Okay, I start going down the ravine to meet the cloud clan.
Stumbling over rubble and stones, you make your way down to the ground level of the ravine. It is darker here. Tall pine trees tower over you. You can hear the trickle of the stream. The directly ahead of you.
I look behind me. Are you guys coming or not?
Yes. I follow.
Yes, but it is still many steps to get to the village, and soon it will be too dark to see. So this is a good spot, I think, to stay the night. I will make fire, and we will sleep here securely. And then in the morning, when the sun comes again, let us go into the village like men and not cowering like lizards.
Yes, I agree.
Do you think we
I-
have the time for it?
I look
do.
up at the sky and to see the position of the sun right now. How soon is there? There'll be dusk or night.
It will be dusk in around an hour.
Hmm.
We can try running if you guys want to try. As soon as we reach the better.
Me Sikhu. I'm not running. I'm smart. I'm wise. Smart and wise animals do not run. They stand like a decent animals. I offer you to walk to the forest and stay there and build a fire.
Right, let's try it to find a place to hide then.
It is a good plan.
And I start moving towards the forest.
Traveling between the beech trees that are intermixed with the pine through the rapidly darkening forest, to your right, a small collection of totems rises from the dark, set with round obsidian stones.
I lean toward these totems, trying to identify those encryptic symbols or patterns.
Go ahead and make a roll.
Success.
The totems represent the many families that compose the cloud-shaped clan. They number around 30 in this year. They've increased recently with the birth of 3 children. You can see beneath the larger totems, you see 3 smaller totems.
Oh. I expect we will meet a big clan, more than 30 people. We should be respectful, I say. Maybe we should bring them the gifts before. Find some food here. And I look at my companions.
That is very wise. You speak wise words.
Have any of you brought a snack? My stomach is gurgling.
Where is our fire?
I shall make the fire while you look for this snack and prepare something, for we are all hungry after our long, long journey.
Great idea. Let us hunt for something. Let's hope we find something this time.
It takes
And
me a while to get the fire started. The wood here is not good and it's rotten, and I pick some bad pieces, but finally it starts to smoke as I work the fire bow, and I keep working at it.
I smear some dirt on my face, like a camouflage. I pick up my spear. I look at you guys. Are you coming with me, or shall I hunt alone?
Sikhu will follow you. I'm not good in hunting, as you know, but if they will see someone or something scary, I could scare it away with my roar, and I raise up my bone club and hit it with it in my chest.
I trust in the strength of your spear and your club. You will surely bring back something worth eating.
Okay, lovely. Try not to be too lovely, okay? We'll be right back. And I start marching towards the forest, searching for any tracks.
Klaus?
After several steps deeper in the woods, when we cannot see the sky, I wait for a moment, leaving him a little bit like further away from me, my companion, and I listen closely to the surroundings, trying to catch any noise from the birds or small animals to point my friends toward our potential food.
In the rapidly dimming forest, you can hear the rustle of birds. You can hear the shuffling of small game in through the undergrowth. Less than in previous years, but there are things to hunt here.
Okay. My fellow friend, can you hear that? There are so plenty of game here.
We can find small birds, yes.
Yeah, take down anything. Just here and there and start pointing to different directions. I hear them. Can you hear them? Go. I'll stay here quiet. If something jumps out from the forest, I'll try to hit it too.
Okay then. I grab some of the stones in the floor to hit the birds with. I march near a tree, stepping on the fallen leaves. And as soon as I see any movement, flying in the sky or even on the ground, I'll throw a rock at it, trying to hit it.
The bush around 30 feet away rustles loudly.
I throw a rock at it.
Roger.
The fire is coming along nicely, and I say a prayer to my ancestors that they are successful in their hunt and that they have good luck.
The crackling and hissing of the rotten wood fills the air. Far distant from the fire, the edges of the ravine are revealed. Bark and stone. Your rock tumbles into the bush.
I
The
run
rustling
towards the wrestling bush. I run as fast as I can. pulling my spear up.
The bush remains unmoving. You are at the bush.
I stick my spear in it, trying to hit something, anything. I want my snack!
Your spear strikes true. You can feel the squish of the spearhead being driven into flesh.
I try to get a better look at it.
Peering through the dark bush in the dim light, you see the distinctive red fur of a fox, dead. In its mouth, there is something, a brilliant white somehow.
I grab the fox. I take a better look at what is breathing in its mouth.
Did you find something over there?
Wise
I
man,
say-
I found red fox here, but it has something in its mouth.
It is a child's arm, a small child's arm, severed at the shoulder.
I pull the red fox towards Wise man. Here, I took vengeance for a child. Look, it's a little ram.
I'm making signs, gestures of some ritualistic gestures, looking at this arm and saying, "Can it be the child of this cloud clan? They can be a danger. Us
They
can
are
be
in
in
danger."
danger." And I'm looking around hectically and adding at the end, our friend can be in danger, and moving quickly on this surface of this ground, of this grass and leaves, running towards loudly towards our fire.
I run behind the wise man.
Loudly.
The sunset is a red sky, an ill omen for what should be a time of peace and good trade. I hope our ancestors are not angry with us, I think. But at the fire, she is burning well, at least.
The red light of the campfire is dimly lighting the surroundings. Moths and small insects drawn by the light come in through the forest and begin to swirl around the campfire.
I'm running, trying to move as fast as possible, removing the branches of the trees in front of my face that hitting me, and my chest, my amulet with bones for a moment got stuck into one of those twigs, and I move it back, not to damage it, but still continue running toward the fire, toward the smoke that I
Running-
see ahead.
I'm running behind Siku, still holding the red fox. And
I hear someone approaching noisily and rapidly. Is that you? Have you found your way? Have you found something to eat?
Siku, wait a little bit. We're almost there. But do you hear it? Stop for a moment. There's no
I stop.
sound anymore.
And listen carefully. Yes.
Let's reach loudly as fast as we can, Siku. But be careful.
You no longer hear the rustling of birds and small game.
I put my hands toward my mouth and doing a sound of the owl towards our friend, like saying that they could be a danger here.
Awoo! Awoo!
Okay, barking stone. Let's move slowly towards the fire. Leave
Okay,
the
let
fox
me go
here.
first. I start walking towards the fire.
I grab my club stronger, hold it in my hands, raising it up above my shoulders, touching the branches of the trees, ready to strike anyone who can appear here. Any lizard man.
Loudly from the southeast emits a loud hissing sound, like a giant snake. Far distant, you can hear an animalistic hissing.
That does not sound well to have that so close to our camp. I will walk around so that the fire is between me and this evil sound, and hope that my companions do not come from that direction as well. I should add more wood to this fire. It is good for cooking, but not so good for defending. A bigger fire will be better right now.
At this moment, I step out of the line of the forest towards this small, like field with our fire, and say, "Okay, we're here, right behind his back," and I lean towards the fire and take one of the big wood shanks with the coal at the end, with the bright coal, and grab it and saying, like, we saw an arm of a small human in the mouth of a fox. I think it found it somewhere. I think this clown clan was attacked.
That is truly terrible. That is awful for such ill fate to befall our brothers in the clan. Do you have this arm with you? I must ask.
I get right behind Siku. I got the red fox. I left arm behind. Maybe
That
wise
is
men
well.
said Cloud Clan was attacked. Did you hear anything loudly? The forest went silent.
True. It is very, very quiet when the sun goes down and the temperature drops and it is cooler, that we might even see our breath. The lizards, they do not like it when it is this cold, but we are stronger. But I ask you again, I only say this because a fox may eat an arm and it is a bad thing, it is true, but perhaps it dug up the arm from a grave. Perhaps a child died of a natural reason. One might look at the arm and see perhaps the marks left by a knife or a spear or a club or the teeth of a lizard. But perhaps you, my good friend, my great hunter friend who has such wonderful eyesight to see the many animals, perhaps you perceived these wounds on this poor baby arm and know how it came to pass. Or perhaps you, Siku. I was not there.
Loudly. First, speak Less loudly, I say with my muffled voice. Secondly,
That is wise.
maybe you can use the fire, but you are not as smart as the wise part of our clan. Third, Parkinstone. Have you heard this hissing from the southeast? Can you check it? And I point the
fires
club
a little
towards
bit.
the bushes.
Is it still there? I'm not as wise as you guys. I did not see the Gotemar. I was hungry, folk. I had the fox. As I perk my ears a little bit and I grab any stick on the ground to stick the fox in it so I can put it over the fire.
There is no hissing.
We should not make any noise. The light from the fire is already bright enough. Maybe they will see us, but I want to eat soon. And I stick the stick into the fox with a gruesome image. I keep rolling the fox on top of the fire.
Don't like it. Don't like it. I'm always touching the teeth on my neck and trying to put in order my garments of lizard skin, walking around, like pacing around the fire, looking at all the directions while the fox is smoking and feeling this beautiful smell that I'm hungry too. But
these are ill omens, and yet our ancestors have smiled on us, and this beautiful fox has given its life so that we may no longer be hungry, and we must be thankful for these things, for who knows what tomorrow will bring.
The brief stench of the fox's fur burning off gives way to the delicious meat smell wafting off of the campfire.
Today we eat someone, tomorrow someone eats us, and I remove a tick from my back with disgust and squish it in my fingers and throw it into the fire. How is the fox, Parkinstone? I don't want to stay
almost
here.
done. And I pull it from the fire. I grab the tip of my spear. I try to take some hair off of it and some of the meat, and I eat it. So good, so good. Thank you, ancestors. Here's some for you guys. I pick some more meat and I share with you guys. I look at the
Thank you.
at the forest behind us. Do you guys hear anything again?
I'm munching the piece of the fox. The taste in my mouth is delicious. And say, I don't know, but we cannot stay here. We need to check. We need to check the clan, and if they're all dead, move back. If there is someone alive, offer them our offerings, and we need to move. We need to move.
Loudly, what do you think? Here, some meat. And I pass you a piece of meat from the red fox.
Thank you. This liver is very strong, and the fox has eaten well, although not so well tonight. And yes, perhaps Siku is correct, for I think the full moon will rise in soon. It will be above the trees, and there will be enough light that we might proceed to the village, to which we have been many times, and we know the way well. And there we can find out if some terrible fate has befallen our friends.
We may need to bring your fire, Loudly. It may have moon, but it's also black sky.
Yes, and I hold again toward this wooden piece with a smoldering piece of wood in my hand, and say, "Okay, extinguish the fire. We're moving. No sleeping, no resting. Move."
The sun has completely set. Far off the horizon, the moon's light glints on the tops of the pine trees, but the forest floor is coated in inky blackness, except for the dying coals of the fire and the makeshift torch.
The fox will serve us once again. For you see, if we take its skin and the fat under the skin and wrap it around this branch and then light it in the fire, it will also serve to light our way. But yes, I agree now that we have committed ourselves on this path and we should carry it through.
Thank the ancestors. You guys are so wise. I would never have that idea. But let's go. Take the torch. I'll go right behind. I'll protect us with my spear.
Siku, you know the way, I believe.
Yes, the totems are directing that way, and I'm pointing towards the woods and start marching there and turn toward Barkingstone and says, "You are right, but almost right. There is only one wise man here. Another one is smart, and you are strong, hunter. Together, let's stick together, and our clan will survive." And move inside the deeper level of forest.
I put the rest of the red fox inside our makeshift bag. And now I'm still picking some meat from it, like a snack. And I start marching behind you guys. I say, I miss little Bark back at home. My son will miss me too. We have to be fast.
And I'm adding more like pace toward my steps.
Marching through the inky black forest, no sounds of birds anymore. No rustling, except the sound of your feet through the undergrowth. There is the very faint outlines of a small trail heading towards the settlement proper. The temperature falls. A chill sweeps over you.
For a moment, I shiver and bend down towards this small like track path, looking for any footprints that do not belong to the human feet.
There are none. You see, there are no footprints at all.
Okay, I stand up and moving forward, turning around and giving a nod, silent nod to Lovely and Barkingstone, and show a pinky. That means it's good.
Okay, make a wake sickle. Well, right behind.
And I move.
Yes, let's continue.
Passing through the completely dark forest, the sound of the soft sound of water over smooth stones hits your ears. There is a small stream here. Swarming around it are gnats and flies. In the distance, through a break in the trees, framed against the night sky, the lodge of the Cloud-Shaped clan. No light.
As I
I
step
see the
behind
lodge.
Siku, suddenly I step on something squishy, and I look down. Siku, what is this? What is this water at my feet?
The lodge there. What you stepped on? Oh,
It
uh,
looks big. What is it? What the?
it's just a moss. It's just a moss. I'm reaching down and just grab that piece of moss that grows here with full of water and slime and stick it to the face of Brim Barkenstone. It's just a moss. It's okay.
Oh,
And throw
take
it
the
back.
answers. I got scared for a moment.
Keep
Lovely.
it.
Where are you?
My
look at my
friends,
surroundings.
I am here, but this worries me greatly. The Cloud-Shaped clan are not so foolish as to all go to sleep all at the same time. So I am excited for their safety, as it fills me with dread. But I think we must go further and see what has happened here and bear some witness.
I make a dozen of steps to reach the half of the distance to this lodge, and then with a not loud but not just middle voice, level voice, I just say, the clan of the Bone Clan came to you, the clan of clouds, to give you offering and accept our trade purpose. We are here with peace. We do not bring arms against you. And wait for the answer. Wait for the answer.
Across the stream on this side, the overwhelming smell of blood emanates from the lodge.
Siku, I nudge Siku's arm. Siku, make that noise thing you do with your mouth. Maybe someone will answer.
I'm not sure. You can see my face express the confusion, and I'm trying to do this owl sound, but it doesn't come out as good as before. But I still do it. And listen.
No answer.
Okay. No one answering, and I smell blood here. We should check the lodge, and if there is no one here, move back, or take everything that they left here to bring it to our clan.
I fear you are correct. And I step forward slowly with what's left of my torch burning and reach towards the door and open it. I desire to open it quickly, but my strength fails me and I open it very slowly.
The wooden door peeled back into the interior of the lodge. A large cavernous room before you. A pile of bodies. Another figure crouched among the bodies, rises up, inky blackness, a hissing sound, and it scurries away from the light of the torch behind the pile of bodies.
I get behind loudly. What is that? Do you see anything, loudly? As I pull my spear close, and I'm completely white. I'm shaking a bit. Is the monster here?
It is! And I hold my torch aloft and get into the room proper and try to scurry around. I step around to the left, drawing my trusty flint knife and holding up my torch so that my brave compatriots can also see what is happening and assist me.
Loudly, no, I say, rushing first toward the lodge, but then stepping on the, stopping at the end in front of the door and looking around, trying to notice something else out of order.
Loudly, before you, the hunched reptilian figure rises, and from the sides of its dinosaur-like face, a frill appears, haloing its head. The same reptilian hiss, loud, very loud, emits, and it rushes towards you with a claw out, attempting to scratch.
I must defend. I did not defend.
The slash of its clawed hand across your throat slices deeply. Take 2 strikes.
Ah!
Siku, from the interior of the lodge, that hissing sound reaches your ears. Scanning the dark forest, you hear 2 more hissing sounds to the east, upstream in the brook.
Gods of the earth, I say to myself, jump towards the entrance of this lodge, checking what happened with Lowly. And as I see this injury, this blood over his neck, I say to Barkinstone, take him or we are living together. There are 2 more in the forest.
I look around to see if the monster is still in front of us.
The twisted serpentine form hisses again and begins to the frill grows even wilder and rounder around its head, and it begins to shake loudly.
I say, Siku, grab him! And I jump forward over Lowly, and I try to thrust my spear into the dinosaur.
Loudly.
I've dropped my torch in my panic, and I'm holding the blood squirting from my neck, and I'm so thankful. Barkinstone, thank you. and I back away from this melee and try to escape any way I can.
As
Barkenstone, your spear targeting the lizard defense failure.
Okay, success. So I thrust my spear into the monster, and I keep running at it with it, trying to push it further away so Siko can. I while I'm pushing the dinosaur forward, Siko, grab loudly, quickly! I'm holding the monster. Maybe more are coming.
they are coming. Leave him. There are more. Leave him. Well, we are leaving this place. And I'm grabbed loudly to his shoulders, trying to cover the injured neck. Blood all over my fingers. This sticky liquid going in under my garments made of leather. I grab him and loudly and try to escape the lodge back the way we came.
Speared deeply, the lizard man slashes at the air, but is held at bay by the spear impaled in its chest. It rears back and spits at Barkenstone. Success. Roll defense.
Okay. I failed. So as it spits in my face, the acid gets in me. I start screaming, still holding the spear.
The venom numbs your body. Take no strikes. Loudly.
Barkenstone, come, we must leave this place now. There is death everywhere. And I let Siku drag me away as we're backing up away out of this this place.
I'm dragging loudly and saying as him also. I say like, Barkenstone, move, Barkenstone, and I look inside
I'm
lodge
fine, Siku. Go get him. Help him. I'll be okay here. I won't die yet. You get Barkenstone. We will all leave together.
And I look inside to see if what's going on with Barkenstone, why he's not coming.
Barkenstone.
I give one final push with the spear against the dinosaur. I let it go. I'm feeling a little strange. I go to grab the torch, and I can't pick it up with my hands. I say, Siko, I can't do anything, and I start running out of the lodge.
The lizard man tumbles to the back of the lodge, hissing in pain. Loudly.
At this point, I know I want to wait for you, my friends, but the fear has me, and I turn and I stumble away from the lodge, and trying to keep the creek on my left-hand side the way we came, and not running but not walking either. I'm walking with a sense of purpose, and surely they will catch up with me in good time.
Stumbling through the shallow creek, you come across the shaft of a spear tipped in black obsidian.
I look at the spear and I look at my little knife and I decide, well, surely the owner won't mind if I borrow this. And I pick up this spear and feel a little bit better and a little braver too. So I stop fleeing quite so cowardly and turn back towards the lodge. Come on! I yell at the top of my lungs. There's no need for silence now. Come on, hurry! Come this way. We must flee.
I grab Barkenstone like under his shoulder, grab him by the side with my other hand, and run as fast as possible, carrying him on me outside, back towards the scream that I hear further away.
Is that I'm being helped by Siku? I say, I can't feel anything, Siku. I can't move my arms. Something strange. It spit something on me, that monster.
Yes,
I left the torch behind.
It's the acid. Forget about it. Don't speak. Try not to move. Rest. Let's walk.
I see their human forms in the darkness and rush over to them. Barkenstone, let me get your other side here. We will march together out of this terrible place. And between the two of us, Barkenstone is, and we move our way out of here.
Into the deep, dark forest. You stumble. It's slow going with the dense underbrush. Two injured stumbling along. You from behind you, back towards the lodge, you hear that eerie lizard hiss again.
Loudly, Barkenstone, I say, I know what to do. Listen to the wise men of your clan. We split.
Of course.
We find a place to hide. We be silent. We do not raise our heads. We be very, very silent. They will not find us. And I remove the arm of the Barkenstone, leaving it to the loudly, and trying to find the best place here to hide.
I've got you, Barkenstone. I will not let you fall.
Thank you, Loudly. And as my arms are just limp at my sides.
It is a success if it's necessary.
Mm-hmm. The sides of the ravine are rocky chunks. Rubble streams off of them, but among them is a small gap deeper within the stone, within the rock walls of the ravine. A small tight cave.
I say, I see it there, pointing the club towards the entrance and pushing my friends Barkenstone and Loudly towards the cave while being behind.
I duck my head and squeeze into the little crevasse, helping Barkenstone along, who is all rubbery, and let me lay you down on these cold stones, and try not to move or speak too much. And I've seen this before in my village, of course, and by the time a day or two passes, you'll feel much better.
I hope you're right, Lovely. Thank you. As I sit down against the crevice wall. Lovely. Pick my snack here.
The small, tight cave smells strongly of smoke. There are small wooden racks here and there. This is the Cloud-Shaped Clan's smoker.
This will be a good place to stay, I think. Hopefully they will not find us here. The scent of the smoke will help disguise our own scent. And they have so much food now there to eat of the poor Cloud-Shaped Clan that they will gorge themselves and be even too fat to move. We can hope. But as for myself, I think now that maybe this is not so bad. I will have a mighty scar that will truly impress the women of our village. Do you not think?
Sure, Lottie, it will look fine.
Siku, thank you for standing guard and watching the cave entrance while we try to recover our strength here. Speaking thereof, we will do that, save our strength, and remain silent here so that they do not find us after all. Despite myself and all the excitement of the evening, I find myself drifting off to a pain-filled half dream state as I try to stay awake, but it's of course so totally dark that I can barely keep my eyes open, and soon I find myself dreaming.
I keep trying to move my arms while still against the wall.
The venom leaves a tingle, a light pain. Your grip strength is less, but you feel competent to walk.
Okay, I get up. Lovely, let me help you. I think if I rub some dirt in your wound, it will heal faster.
You what? No. That is quite all right. We have our wise man here, and I trust, as I trust the strength of your spear, I trust the wisdom of his wisdomness to but thank you. I appreciate that you are concerned for my good health, but no, my great grandmother always said, do not interfere with this quite so much. And so Siku, thank you again once so much for watching the entrance to this little cave as we rest and wait for this terrible evening to come to an end.
Siku, I'm come to you, and you see the like tiredness on my face. I'm nervous and like sweat all over my face, and I say, I'm glad that you're okay, but now I need rest too. And I touch the cave with my hand and just put all my weight on the side of the cave, breathing heavily.
I get up. I try to stand near the entrance, looking out to see anything.
Out in the from the side of the rock wall of the ravine, there is a small patch of bushes and trees that is visible. There are no lizard men.
As I get my bearings and You see, I was white before, and my face starts getting red again. I don't feel so good, and I vomit to the side of the entrance. Oh, are you guys okay? Loudly, are you okay?
I come closer to the barking stone and kneel to regurgitate on the floor, put my fingers in it, and smell it, and say, "Yeah, the fox that you ate is gone, Parkinstone. Later, we need to find more food, fresh food for you, and some water. Let me help you with your garments. It's still full of this slime of the lizards, and I start brushing off with my elbow and some leftovers of the slime of the acid of a lizard from him.
The odd sweet smelling sludge falls to the dark ashen covered bottom of the smoker. Yes.
I look around. Perhaps our friends of the Cloud-Shaped Clan have one gift left for us yet. Is there perhaps among all these shelves some freshly smoked food that they were unable to gather before they were so brutally cut down?
Searching through the shelves of the smoker, you find nothing fresh, but you do find a trout that has been here too long. It is dried out, almost jerky-like in consistency.
Wow.
Stiffly sitting on the rack of the smoker.
I think our luck may be changing. For the luck of our ancestors has seen fit to grant us this lovely smoked trout, for which we are thankful, of course. But now that it is bright enough that we can see a little bit more, we need to get back to our own village and warn them of this approaching danger before they too are wiped out.
Parkinstone, are you good for running? Can you do it?
No, I think I'm okay. It's just I got a little nervous. I'm not accustomed to these monsters like you guys. I only hunt game, but
And you
I'm
loudly,
okay. My limbs are a little bit tingly, but I'm fine.
and I just come towards him and check his neck, his injury, how severe it is.
I swear to you upon my father's testicles that I will damn well run out of here. Let us
Good to
go.
hear that. Good to hear that. Take the trout. We will take it with us. We'll need some energy for our run. And
Yes. And if something chases us, we can throw this at it.
Barkenstone, in the small patch of bush and trees that are visible, a golden eye off in the distance flickers.
Wait, Silas, get down. They're here.
I'm crouching.
Pacing across your field of vision, a golden eye glints as it turns left and right, passing through your entire field of vision.
I squeeze myself against the wall, looking at my friends crouching.
I made several steps towards the exit and look up again at the sky to check what time of the day it is?
It is rapidly approaching midnight. The moon is relatively high in the sky.
Bark loudly. Listen, my wisdom. We will not survive at night with lizards around us. I offer you to stay here without the fire. Wait until the sunrise and then move.
I look around the smoker, trying to find any stick that I can use to defend myself. And I slowly move towards and pick it up.
No,
You showed
take
up
this,
all
and I
this-
give him my club. I reach towards him and give him my club. I'm not a good fighter. Take it.
I take it. Okay,
You
I'll keep watch. It will be a long night. I think it's still searching for us, so let's be quiet.
and I sit leaning towards the wall, the wall of the cave, closing my eyes, mumbling some incantations, trying to calm myself down, waiting for the sunrise.
Barkenstone, my friend. You know, of course, that my full name is Snores Very Loudly. So, for the love of our ancestors and our village, if I make any sound, wake me as soon as you can.
Okay, deal.
To your left, you hear trudging, rustling. This is off to the side, out of your field of vision. You can hear something marching along the wall of the ravine.
I keep silent and staying alert, looking if it's coming towards us, with the club in hands.
Marching, pacing, the hissing sound, breathing in and out softly as it gets closer and closer.
I nudge Siku. I get near him. I nudge him. I nudge loudly. I don't think we'll get a full night's rest. They're coming towards us. Try to find somewhere to hide.
I stand up, look around, and trying to fight in this scarcity of light that there is in the cave. Are there any, like, I don't know, like small places, like hidden places, like big stones or like stalactite, stalagmite that we can hide behind, or any paths through this cave?
The incredibly cramped cave is small, small enough that it was chosen to serve as the smoker of the Cloud-Shaped clan. There are no exits or hiding spots.
I say curse, bark loudly. We have two choices: to face them, try to run and be their food, or do something to ourselves. And I am a survivor. I choose running.
Okay, loudly. Let's make a run for it.
Yes, let us run.
The marching stops, and you can hear the loud breathing to the left side, right outside the cave entrance. You hear sniffing a strong burst of in and out, and yes, loudly.
Siku. I whisper. Siku, you go. Arkenstone, you go. I'll go last.
I go right, you go further, you go left. Like I'm showing like this, and I run outside the cave and turn right as soon as possible with a huge scream. Try to just shake their senses and start running.
Barkenstone.
I start running forward as fast as I can.
Loudly.
With my new obsidian spear, I run out the cave and turn left towards the creature and brandish my spear and decide that this is where Loudly shall make his stand.
The hideous form of the golden-eyed lizard man comes down on you, slashing down at Loudly. Go ahead and make combat.
Defend?
Contested combat. No, just fight. Sorry, melee.
Melee?
Yes, melee.
Pass.
You strike the lizard man in the stomach. It's driven back for but a moment. Siku.
I just turn for a short time to see what's going on at the entrance of the cave and continue running, looking also where Barkenstone is. And with every 50 steps, 50 like these jumps, running like his huge steps, I'm doing this owl sound like ooh, ooh, and continue running. Ooh, ooh.
Barkenstone.
As I'm running forward as fast as I can, I'm only seeing silhouettes of things. I trip in a little branch. I fall down. Ugh! And I look behind me. Lonely, run!
Loudly.
I am right behind you. Keep running. And I pull my spear out and stab once again at the fell beast.
All right. Melee.
And I succeed.
You strike it strongly, and it falls to the ground. A hiss, and the gushing of dark red blood on the surface.
I leave the spear in it for a moment and look around in the direction he came from to see if he had any friends that are also sneaking up towards me.
Glinting in the night, you see 3 more pairs of glowing golden red eyes, and that's where we're going to call it. All right, cool.
Well done, everyone.
Okay, we did it. We 4D'd alt history Stone Age. I think if we're going to engage in Marxist self-criticism, I definitely had a lot of issues with describing perceptions without saying you see or you hear and all that stuff. And I was, for whatever reason, this turned out to be a very perception-heavy game. So not that great of a 4D habit, but I think I was like, I wasn't forcing a whole lot of stuff into people's heads. So I give
think
myself an F for using U blank, but I give myself a B for the spirit behind it. So I could have used different terminology. So if I was engaging in self-criticism, that's what I would start with.
If I may, I think
Yeah.
the fault's a little bit on us, because especially me, I should have co-created more things, like what I
Yeah.
was seeing and stuff, and we were like giving you a prompt to create things for us. I think that's
Right.
at
Yeah.
least that's
So
what I noticed.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe that was
yeah.
the reason. But if I can add, actually, I was listening to Silva and I was thinking, wow, this guy actually adding up details in the scene. I need to do it more. Like maybe I was anchoring, but I was not adding a lot of details, like extra object or something to interact with. So because
Yeah.
I'm used to the classical GMing when as a player, yeah, I can take authority of my character, but
Yeah. I
I'm
liked.
not like.
So you guys did some stuff with the moss in the creek,
Yes.
or I think that what happened is that Silva stepped on like a body part or something like that, and then like
Yeah, I was just imagining something more
something like
gruesome
that.
than a moss.
Yeah. So like that was great. That was like I'm sitting back here is perfect. Like because a body part would be sensible, and also moss would be sensible. So it's like
I was so sure that Silva had stabbed some kid in that bush.
Yeah, in the
I was
beginning.
Yeah.
I was like,
thinking,
what the fuck did I
oh
do?
no! So
Yeah.
congrats for not forcing that on him, but getting that same plot effect and the same story beat without forcing his character to become a child murderer kind of involuntarily.
Actually, now that I think of it, I could have co-created that, couldn't I? Like I said,
co-create what you found in the bush.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
was kind of weird because like I did have some ideas of kind of like, because it's a monster movie sort of thing that we're doing. It's kind of hard for you to co-create everything because it's like, well, then the monster pops out, or it's hard for you to co-create the monster popping out. But
because
it's also okay because we know what the monster is. It's the lizard man.
I noticed we were, at least me and Klaus, that we were a little bit shy in the beginning about co-creating stuff and moving and waiting for you to tell us. Or am I wrong? It's just something I noticed for myself, at least.
Actually, from my self inspection, I was trying to focus my mind of not like, for example, speaking in the third person character. Once I said it like and Siku, and I'm like, okay, it's not a mistake, but I still try to do I. So I was trying to be concentrated on anchoring and using I. Therefore, I had less like energy for or spare cognitive abilities to add more stuff in the scene.
I think we kind of get a little bit of a pass on it just because I kind of felt like we were characters who would refer to ourselves in the third person sometimes. Like it was actually in character to say loudly, does not afraid of the beast, right? So it's a really strange little edge case. But no, I'm super happy with how my other players went along. Siku is particularly, I have to give Klaus some credit for kind of pushing me to acquiesce to things that I might not normally do, because kind of as a player, I was thinking, okay, I really don't want to walk through this forest in the middle of the night. It just sounds like a bad idea. But you were all like, well, I'm the wise man, and I say we should. And I'm like,
yeah.
All right, well, you're the boss. And for the story, it worked out much better than, if I just, out of character tactically as a player said, oh, we got a -4 to tracking at night, so we should stay here, So that worked out really well.
Yeah, I'll say this real quick. I really liked at the beginning, I gave the kind of like the box text of like, you guys are coming to the Cloud Shaper
Yes.
tribe to trade, and then you guys came up with your trade goods, which was really awesome. I also really liked Roger's choice of I'm the fire guy. Like nobody knows how to make fire except me, which is perfect. It's great world building because it's like, yeah, we're that Stone Age, which is basically
and I actually during character creation I wrote that down as one of my skills.
yeah,
My skills were make fire, listen, and remember what plants are edible. Those are my skills.
yeah. I mean,
And so
I think that's great because I had to kind of like adjust a little bit because I was imagining the scene in my mind where you come to the village and it's the fire is burning and all that stuff. But it's like, no, that doesn't make sense anymore because Roger's the fire guy. But it's really good because it's like you're really building on the world, which is like you're that type of trader. Like I'll do this fire stuff for you. I
Right.
can, you know.
I wanted to make a comment to what Roger said about like pushing him as a character a little bit. The thing is, like the thing what I wrote at the beginning, and I thought, why we didn't discuss like what characters did we like make? Because what if two of us will make the same character? Because I wrote like a shaman in the lizard garments with a necklace. It's like, but talking about the pacing, actually, it's a part of the survival trope. When it's scary, but characters for some reason still like moving towards this like fearsome space. So yeah, it's like
I think
I just wrote down cowardly warrior.
Yeah, I think we probably should have done a little. Here's my guy, like sort of thing. My character's name is this, that. But I think it turned out pretty good anyway.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
and the reason
at the end it was a mix of survival. And a little bit of humor too.
yeah.
And guys, if you wondered, like when you start attacking the lizard, I was thinking, what are you doing? Like, because I was looking at my stats, and I have only 2 strikes. My body is 20, so I was really not trying to fight. So
one thing I also want to bring up, Silva, you. I thought it was really cool. It's something that you don't really see in other games, which is like I spat venom at you, and then you come up with what it does. Or it was kind of like back and forth. So I thought that was really fun because it was like, it's because it's high trust gaming. It's like you're gonna do, great. It's a thing for your character. Well, your character's been poisoned or envenomed, or it was acid or something like that. So I thought that was kind of a fun moment because I don't have to be like, well, let me tell you the effects of poison. Like I don't have to do that because you're going to do something with it. So
I almost said I was going blind, but then I thought it's already at night. I don't need to make it worse.
Yeah. It was up to you, honestly, how much the poison affected you.
But it was really cool.
And in that fight,
I was done for because you said it's something about. I was like, okay, I'm dead. But then you said it goes numb and doesn't lose any, doesn't take any strikes. I was, maybe I'll survive this.
But in that same fight, right, Loudly got he got critted by that guy, right?
Yeah.
And that's sort of why I decided that I'm gonna drop my torch, because that kind of felt like an additional cost that kind of fit in with getting your neck slashed open.
You lost the torch.
Yes. And I'm super happy with Loudly's whole kind of character arc, which I hadn't really given any thought to. I was just sort of playing it moment by moment, but in the moment, it always seemed like the right thing to do that. Okay, now I'm just going to dash into that hut. Now I'm going to run away from the hut. Now I'm going to wander away from my friends. Now I'm going to come back, Now I'm going to make my stand and make that big heroic,
and it was
attempt at sacrifice. And again, I was like, you guys are going to mess this up and not let me have this, aren't you? You're going to come back for me, you bastards. But then you kept running. I'm like, yes, it's working.
Yeah,
extremely happy.
I also wanted to say, at the beginning, I said, like, thank God. And as soon as I said it, like, what the fuck did I just say?
I noticed that a little bit.
Then you kind of fixed it for me by saying you thanked the ancestors by the fire. That was really cool, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, you took me out by saying your name was Snores Loudly.
Well, I know, and that's one of those things that again, and I take the criticism to heart from my last session where maybe I got a little bit too into that level of humor, but it again, in the moment and with all the tension we've had for like the last hour and a half, it kind of felt like, you know, maybe his name is, Snores. That's a pretty reasonable name,
right.
you know.
But I mean, like, they would know your name because you're the tribesman, right?
Well, maybe it's something different every time.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
But
it
but
could also like it could also be like a curse or something. Like
yeah, it could be a lot of things.
And it's like yeah.
And I kind of regretted it as soon as I swore on my father's testicles. Like, I'm like, was that too far? But by then it was too late, so like I have to keep going. In retrospect, I did feel like, if I had to do it all over again, maybe I would do that one just a little bit differently, because that was again sort of strictly in the world that might be perfectly reasonable, but as human beings, as players, we it might not really help the mood and might hurt the tone more than help it. So
my thing is like I the way I feel about kind of like 4D games is this is our catharsis. Like the post game we all like, woo, we had a blast. So like I think the games are better served if you're trying to like kind of like really nail the tone, and then at the end you're like, that was crazy how you ate my face. Is like that's my kind of attitude towards the tonal shifts.
So Chris, anyway, the last thing maybe I want to say I looked at you every time someone dropped a joke in the game, and you had just a poker face. You already have experience like that. You're not cracking at all. Like testicles, nothing.
Yeah, well, I was like, I think kind of like if like you have like the GM engaging in that, then that kind of like that's really gonna blast the tone into outer space. Like it is like I like the jokes, but just kind of like if, for example, the lizard man had said, "Oh, I've got no balls" or something like that, like that would have been like, okay, now the tension is down to zero. So I wanted to maintain the tension to the very end.
And one of those tension things and tone things that kind of struck me was the idea that, okay, so Siku is walking around in the literal skin of his enemies, right?
Was scared.
Like, holy crap, that's a baller move. Like, man, what sort of dude does that?
Yeah.
But I just kind of figured that let's not make a big deal out of it. It's probably just what they do around here, I guess, or maybe he is like a total baller dude. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mentally I wasn't sure like if the lizard people had tools or clothing.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, so they may, but they also eat people, so it's like I don't know if they've got any leg to stand on to complain about somebody wearing a lizard suit. I don't know.
Sorry, just one comment on the flow of information. I did feel a little bit lost occasionally about sort of what time of day and night it was.
Sure.
And I didn't feel like I had a really good way of, I wonder what time it is in this night. So which was it kind of turned out to not really be a problem, but occasionally I felt like, in a different sort of game I would have just said, what time is it? What time of the night is it? So
I think I could have been a little bit better with that. It's also that because it's we're kind of like doing actions and we're walking through the forest and then we're hiding. Like it's kind of like a little unclear to me even, so I'll just come up with something.
Sure.
But I think who was it? I think that was Siku who did like looking at the stars to find out what like I think kind of like in your character's position, you would look up and try to figure out where the moon is or whatever, right? So that's how you would figure out what time it is. So I think that makes sense. Like I know it's kind of corny. It's a little corny in 4D games where you're like, I look down at my watch to stuff like that, where it's kind of like, okay, we're doing this in a
actually I think it's a good part where the player can like add narration and like just say like this time right now as the sun goes down I do this.
You could also do that. You can also say like, if any of you guys had said I can see the first wisps of dawn on the horizon, like I would roll with that. I wouldn't be like, how dare you.
Cool.
So real quick, I chose a new setting. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
That's awesome.
Being shrunken down or something like that.
Fantastic Voyage.
Yes, stuff like that. Inner Space. Cool. Any other comments? Should we go to the chat? One thing I did for this game is I turned off the comments, so I was on a different tab and stream.
Yeah, I don't recommend reading the chat while playing.
Because it's a lot of peanut gallery stuff. Let's see what we got here. All right, the entire watch party was watching. A lot of eyeballs. 54 eyeballs.
Wow.
Alt history Stone Age.
Yeah,
I think that's an interesting idea. So we had a lot of ideas for the setting from the comments, and like I think there could be a different show that kind of like really emphasizes that aspect. But I do like us working together to come up with the setting, the four of us, because we're gonna come up with stuff that like tickles us in that special way where it was like, I really like this idea, blah blah blah, and that's a little different than having the chat do it. Let's see. Primal is really good. I've seen clips of it and it does look really good. We are using Nick's character sheet tool and it worked great. What characters you got?
Let me ask. Did you guys actually use Roger or Klaus use the roller in it, the dice roller?
Does it work?
It does. It does work.
I have no idea how it works, but
yeah, no,
I'm just asking because I thought
no.
most use Sophie's dice. It probably doesn't need it, but just asking to know. Also, Chris, thank you for hosting the game. It was
cool. Well, you guys are welcome. What characters you guys got? Yes. We should have introduced the characters a little briefly. Yes. I think we shouldn't have described our iris colors, but we should have talked about our characters.
I mean, it went better not describing it because, at least to me, it was not funnier, but I don't know the word for it.
Silva, was that you that invented that we were from the Bone Clan?
No, it was
me.
Wow.
Me.
Okay, that worked really well because it just is like, obviously we're from the Bone Clan.
Yeah, Glorantha. I feel like the technology level is pretty damn low for this game. Adding to your immersion. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. We got some lot of emotes. People are shooting. Yep. Comment by Conway. I was doing a lot of you see, you hear, blah, 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 blah. So that's something I need to get better at.
But isn't it just a recommendation to not like overstep the line of moving the characters? I understand it's not as strict, right? It's just like a really good recommendation, but
Sure.
not
So,
a necessity.
this is that was kind of like my previous position too, which is like the
Okay.
distinction doesn't matter that much between UC and there is, but like people have pointed out to me that it is kind of a slippery slope because you'll see this in a lot of games where it's kind of like if the GM describing a lot of stuff that you see, then eventually there's kind of a temptation to go like, if you look out the window, you see blah 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 blah, or like I want you to see this and I want you to see that. So you look over the trees and you do this and you do that, and it's like there's kind of like there is a like a little bit of a slippery slope aspect where you don't want to get into the habit of basically you are controlling your player's eyeballs in a way if you're doing that, where it's just like I take your eyeballs and I wrench them over here. Okay, now you see that. Now I wrench them over here. So that's kind of like that's there is a reason to try to avoid saying you see and more there is.
Yes, and it's hard. In my last 2 games, I try to avoid UC too, like with other like recommendation. It is hard because you're so used to it.
I think it's tremendously hard. Okay.
And just beyond that side of it, I think it's also a little bit more. It feels a little bit more objective. Like if you say that there is a village of dead bodies there, then there isn't really any weasel room for, well, you didn't see it or you saw something in the shadows, but it turned out to be something else. So, it's good advice and a little trick, a little skill that everyone can work on for sure.
Yeah, I'd say like playing 4D co-creation and everything else is like a muscle that needs stretching because we're so used to not playing this way.
Yeah,
I agree with the Conway.
Not saying that we were playing wrong, but it's such a different type of immersion. Like when you said the glowing golden eyes in the when we were hiding, I actually got scared because I'm like, what the fuck do I do?
That's great.
That's
a
level of immersion I never had before.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's thank you so much. I've seen the I don't know if you guys have seen kind of like the big cats at night in like nature documentaries and stuff where it looks fucking terrifying, and it looks terrifying because you are the prey to that animal, like historically. So like you see the eyes kind of like scanning and flicking, and it's also that the way the eyes are aligned. If their eyes are looking right at you, it's very bright, but if it's pointing away from you, it's dim. So like I was thinking a whole lot about kind of that experience of being how primitive man felt. Like I think that is a very cool thing because we are prey animals to that one creature, which is the saber-toothed cat. So we are I think humans think of us as the apex predator, but there was one before above us for a while. So we do have that in us. So I think that's very cool. And I was thinking a whole lot about that sort of aspect of that, which is the suspense and the fear of the creatures in nature, because nature is much more powerful than you for the primitive people. So I'm glad. Thank you so much for telling me that, because I thought that was pretty cool. Cool. Anything else we want to go over? All the comments. I think I covered all the comments. We still have people watching it. We've got Mr. Dom here. Conway, discuss with us.
So I know in theory this is a one shot, but I would totally love to see this carry on, and you guys get back to the village. I could play, Loudly's brother or something. I mean, that would be amazing. So I'll just throw that out there.
So I think that Mr. Nicholas also has this idea, and he did this with the God game, which is that he suggested the topic of gods, and then we did a no prep, and then he turned that into a game himself. So we played the God game kind of like a multi-shot. So that's ongoing. So
Cool.
yeah, we could do. I do really love the idea of primitive role play, casting off through the civilization, having a fire maker be a big deal. So I think that's really cool. I was thinking about earlier today about if like an autistic guy in a Stone Age tribe, like they would be really good at making the spearheads. Like that's what they would do in the tribe, right? So they would be like, they would be like super skilled at that. So that would like kind of like make up for the other aspects of the difficulty. But I was thinking like that sort of thinking of like transposing human qualities into this very primitive setting is very cool, and it's very
Would you play that character if me or Roger?
I think that is an extremely fun character idea, which is basically like my craftsman nature allows me to kind of like I can see the seams in a piece of flint like beforehand. I'm like the sculptor, so I can like make the spearhead. Yeah. I think that the Stone Age game sounds really fun, Roger. So yeah. Let's see. I think that is that. Does anyone have any last words?
Yeah. For me personally, I want to add right after like what Silva said about the pirates and the like sea adventures that are like least favorite for him. For me too. But the next step, I think it's like Stone Age. For me, it's like it's something like okay,
But it was
we're
pretty
gonna play
cool, wasn't it?
it. It was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the good players and a good
I mean,
GM, it's always cool. Like it doesn't matter what you play.
Yeah,
That's the whole idea of this genre, right? The improvisation. It will always
I
be
think
like entertaining.
Yeah, we wouldn't have to be like that's not the right term for the rigging or like stuff like that.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't play it that way. How could we play it that way in 4D?
I'm actually hyped to try to GM the next 40.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Nice.
yeah.
Perfect.
You could definitely put in your name for next week, and you could also just run a game of your choice. Her office. You need to like let go of your guilt, escape your cycles of guilt. You're not OSHA Ghost no more. That is another autistic adjacent character I played. Cool.
That gave me an idea. Like we could change the background to the team, right? Because I got this whatever this is.
Change the background to what?
Because you got the backrooms, right? Like an office space.
Oh yeah.
Filter,
that's right.
filter.
But that's referring to. Okay, yeah. I just left it. I noticed that also Phil was on a talk show that he used the ghost game background, which was also kind of funny. Anyway, cool. We've got some Stone Age was a theme I would be afraid to run.
Yes,
well, you got to
me
face
too.
your fears. And like I said, there is a lot of games. There should be a lot of no preps, so some of them are allowed.
I gotta
to be
say
stingers.
about having like be afraid of certain teams. I think the aspect of co-creation really lifts the heaviness of it. Like you don't really have to know everything.
Mm-hmm. We're all on a team. We're all working together to build the reality. So.
Oh yeah, and that comment that I need to make. Oh, my web camera, virtual camera, is crashed in the middle of the game, and I'm like, oh
yeah.
no, I was like resetting it. It was like, oh, I'm missing the like essential pieces of the information about what.
Yeah. I got disconnected from the last game too, so that was kind of fun.
Okay.
Whereas it's like I popped in and I popped out, but that was. I mean, it worked in the story too, so perfect.
Yes.
Cool, awesome. I'm going to end the stream. And we'll chat for a little while off stream. Here we go. Good night, everyone.